Coming up next Sunday night, February 2nd, Victor Oladipo and the Orlando Magic go on the road to battle the Boston Celtics. Hoops action.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
As if I was slick Rick, my aim is still an issue. Lose your soul in whichever palm I'm holding. Wanna leave you frozen, I will nod and doze.
Pistons leading by 10. And Detroit looking at who they've got. We've got Gordon, also Green out there, and it's Ruiz in at the 2. Irving double team. Here's Gordon, and there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
6 seconds.
Six on the shot clock. Great open look there. And the Pistons lead by 13.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
The pass to Ruiz. Dishes it to Green. He kicks it to Irving. Right side, Gordon. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And finished off by Oladipo.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Outside, Green. Pass to Irving from the arc. Again, Irving missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Patton. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Now Irving. He's got 11. And Drummond kicks to Green. Six to shoot. It's Irving, top of the key. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Can't hit. The Magic trailed by 8. Oladipo, the pass to Patton. Back to Oladipo. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Oladipo with a screen on Green. Here's Cardinal. Terrific design on the pick clip, and he lays it in. Cardinal's got 5.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Outside, Green. Outside, Irving. Down low, here's Ruiz. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Cardinal kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Patton. Jumper off the screen, and it's off the back rim. No good.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Irving passes to Ruiz. Three-pointer, and that is good. 6 points for him.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Here is Cardinal. He's got 5. He dishes it to Oladipo. Here's Patton. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pistons leading by 9. Irving attacking Drummond. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Okay, guys, on defense, no inside looks, nothing. That means 1 foot in the paint, helping on all drives and contesting everything at the rim. Now let's do it.
The Pistons making a change here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Chan passes to Drummond. Lots of room. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Had so much space there. The defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
They set the pick. Oladipo dishes Cardinal. Will it go? And he sinks the layup. Cardinals got 7 points here in this quarter.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Ellis, the pass to Chan. The dish to Drummond, and the layup's good off the glass. Drummond's got the lead up to 13 now for Detroit.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Pass to Wheeler. Kicks at Cardinal. Now the dish to Oladipo. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Chan passes to Monroe, and that one's good. Monroe's got 5 points so far.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
The Magic trail by 13. And here's Oladipo, averaging 13 points a contest. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. And it's rejected.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Ellis, the pass to Chan, and he jams it with authority. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Cardinal kicks to Oladipo. Good on the jump shot. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. Kyrie Irving is second.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the 3 ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point. Really causes problems for the defense.
Here's the dude. He's got 10. And there's the feed to Drummond. Magic moving the ball around. The pass to Oladipo. Passes it to Patton. For the three. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket. We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 4th in steals, 13th in assists, and they're in the top half of the league in shooting from deep as well. This is a strong suit for this team, knocking down those shots from behind the arc.
The key really to me out of all those numbers, Clark, is the steals, because that's become their identity defensively. They're a real ball-hawking team. They like to get out and put pressure on the offense, force mistakes, and when they do that, they're tough to stop in transition.
And he makes the first. Orlando making some changes. Boone's checked in, and it's Payton in for Oladipo. Detroit making a switch here. And he makes both free throws. The Magic trail by 15. Feeds Cardinal. They set the pick. Back to Payton. From past the arc. And yes, sir, that one drops. 8 points for him.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Wolf passes to Irving, and stolen by Payton. Cardinal kicks to Boone, and it's Orlando with another.
Well, it was a dismal start from the field for them in the first quarter, but they're finally starting to turn it around.
Well, I don't think it could have gotten any worse, partner. I mean, you figure they had all their bad misses out of the way and should be good to go now.
Back to Irving. To the right side. No one near him. The shot is off. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Payton outside. He feeds a Cardinal. They set the pick. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Wheeler goes up again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. The Pistons making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pistons leading by 8. Pass to Chan. Inside. Cannot hit. And Orlando the other way now. Payton outside. Dish is Cardinal. Payton outside. Here's Boone. Rebound by the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Well, you know the fans out in Charlotte are desperately hoping for a win there.
Payton kicks to Cardinal. They set the pick. Back to Payton, trying his luck deep. They get it again. Here's Wheeler, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He has 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Also, we've seen them have active hands on the defensive end. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball and coming away with some steals.
Ellis outside. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Magic trail by 6.